In this seemingly picture-perfect suburban neighborhood, there is a sinister reminder of extreme tragedy.
This is fully involved. We can't even make entrance to search.
I really hope they got outside. I really hope they got outside.
I mean, we just saw all the flames coming out. We were in complete shock.
3 people escaped.
But after the extinguishing efforts, our crews found 5 fatalities in the lower portion of the building.
5 members of an immigrant family from Senegal, including 2 children, killed in a fire investigators say was arson.
It was then converted into a homicide investigation.
Today, flowers left behind are dry and faded. The charred house stands as a daily reminder of a mystery that 2 months later remains unsolved.
We are worried. We are extremely worried. We don't know why they did it, who did it.
This is one of the worst crimes against immigrants and against Muslims in the history of Colorado.
Djibril Diol, known as Djibi, was 30. He came to America in 2012, graduating Colorado State University with a degree in civil engineering.
And he was like, I just want to be an engineer. My goal is to really become the best engineer I could be. He did never settle for being average. He wanted to be outstanding at everything he did.
He became a U.S. citizen, working for a construction company on a huge freeway project.
We lost just a huge leader in our community, and also someone that we all considered like, you know, a little bit of the example to follow, because he got a great job, was married with his child, and it's just really heartbreaking to lose somebody like that.
Earlier this year, Djibi's wife Adja and their daughter Khadija, just 22 months old, joined him in Colorado.
Family meant everything to him, pretty much, like everything.
Khadija, just a bubbly child and very happy.
Friends say Djibi was generous and outgoing, the kind of husband brave enough to sing his wife a very public happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Adja was such a beautiful soul. Oh my gosh. She wanted to go back to school and become a nurse, and that was her goal, and I know Djibi was supporting her 100%.
Djibi's sister, Hassan, had also just arrived from Senegal. She was working at Amazon. Her daughter, Hawa, was just 10 months old. By all accounts, the family had never been in trouble and was thriving.
What did this community lose?
We lost people who were really community-oriented and who not only cared about themselves, but cared about the community and were examples of the American dream.
These are the 3 people investigators say set the fire, captured by a neighbor's security camera, faces hidden behind eerie masks, driving this dark sedan.
They were wearing masks and hoodies, and it just looks haunting. It looks like it just came out of a horror movie. Just very crazy.
But despite dozens of tips, help from federal agents, and a $40,000 reward, investigators say there are few solid leads.
Have you been able to narrow in on any kind of motive?
That's one of the frustrating things as well. So no, I don't have a specific motive.
With few answers and no arrests, frustration is growing. Along with fears the family may have been targeted because they were black, Muslim, immigrants, or all 3.
And while it may be just some sort of cosmic coincidence that these individuals just targeted these folks as a random act of violence, common sense would tell you that there's a lot more here.
There's concern that this is either racially based or based on the religion of the family who are Muslim. We don't have anything to suggest that they were targeted for those specific reasons, but it's not something that we've ruled out as well.
Denver police say the case is a top priority.
This case has the full attention of the Denver Police Department, the resources of the Denver Police Department. We're doing everything we can to make sure that this case gets the attention it deserves and this family gets the justice they deserve.
But as time passes, the small, tight-knit Senegalese community here worries the case will fade without answers to the most important questions.
Why? What have they done? This loving family.
We're not satisfied, and every day that goes by and these people are still out there, we don't know who's going to be the next victim. 5 precious lives was taken away, including babies. So anybody that's out there, if you have a heart, and you care about human being, come forward and just help us solve this crime.
4 days after prosecutors say he set fire to a house in Green Valley Ranch, killing 5 people inside, Kevin Bowie was mugging for the camera with friends. Then this picture in November, and finally one apparently taken just a day or so before he was arrested. Pictures of a seemingly carefree 16-year-old, pictures that Bowie posted to his Instagram account. It's a glimpse into the life of one of 3 teenagers now facing the most serious of charges. The Denver district attorney announced yesterday that Bowie and the other 16-year-old suspect, Gavin Seymour, will be tried as adults on more than 60 charges, including first-degree murder and arson. Their initial court appearance, originally set for today, now scheduled for February 17th. The third suspect, a 15-year-old who's not being named, faces charges in juvenile court. He appeared today in a closed court hearing. Meanwhile, Bowie's 23-year-old sister, Tanya, appeared in federal court this afternoon facing numerous gun and drug charges. Federal law enforcement agents arrested Tanya Bowie last Friday, just a few days after her brother was arrested, inside the same Littleton house where, according to neighbors, Kevin and Tanya live with their parents. Tanya Bowie is not linked to the Green Valley Ranch murders, seen in this raging fire in video just obtained by 9 News. A new angle of a tragedy that took the lives of 5 innocent people in the middle of a summer night 6 months ago. In Denver, Matt Jablow, 9 News.
And at her hearing late this afternoon, Tanya Bowie did plead not guilty to those federal gun and drug charges. She is being held without bail, like her brother.